All right. What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new podcast episode of The Spotlight is On. I'm your host, Jacob Hodemio, and I'm here with Mauricio. Sorry, I don't know how to say your last name.
Meneses.
Meneses,
Yes.
yes. Welcome on.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Thank you for the chance to showcase some of my work on your podcast.
Yes, of course. That's the whole point of the podcast is to showcase all these creative people in the area. Since with me joining the filmmaking world and all that, I've been really connecting with a lot of creative, talented people, not just in Raton, but all over Colfax County and the area. And so I noticed a lot of these people don't have a chance or have a platform to really talk about, their ideas or what they're working on. And so I was like, okay, let's do a podcast and see where it goes.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
And we have so many creative people in our
Yes.
community.
Mhm.
I agree.
So the first question I want to ask you, for people that do not know you, who are you and it's, I guess, your background?
Yeah. So my name is Mauricio. I go by Momo Meneses. That's one of my artistic names. So I moved to Raton about 5 years ago. Right around when COVID happened, and I've been in the creative community for a while. So I do a little bit of everything. Currently, I teach art in Raton. I love teaching watercolor, acrylic on canvas, sculpting, and I recently decided to join the visual video making portion. So yeah, that's what I'm currently doing, and working on a new project soon to be released, a YouTube channel, Everything Raton, where we celebrate everything about Raton, about our community, about Colfax County. So that's what's in the works right now.
That's great. So I found you through Zia Youth,
Right?
from Jeff McLean. Hopefully, I can have him on the podcast soon. But how did you get in contact with Jeff? And you know what I mean? Like, how did you get to, I guess, be a part of Zia Youth in some way?
Well, I got to meet Jeff and Linda. Actually, there was some of the first people I met when I moved to Raton, and I think it was casually we were having a coffee at one of the coffee shops, and we started talking about different projects. They shared with me what they did, which I think what Zia Youth is fantastic, and we've been working with different projects. One of them was to do a special watercolor class for Zia Youth kids, and I'm happy to help them on some of their little projects, and definitely looking forward to work on more projects with them, as Zia Youth is an amazing asset to the community.
And so, what made you move down here to Raton?
Well, life put us in interesting circumstances sometimes, before COVID happened, I was living in the mountains in Breckenridge, Colorado, but COVID turned everything upside down for everyone. So a lot of companies shut down. A lot of companies cut staff. Especially, I used to be part of the lodging and hospitality industry. So it was one of the industries that got heavily affected during COVID. Then I started working in the public health side in the pandemic team, essentially. And I decided to make the move. Cost of living in the mountains in Colorado has been going up and up and up and up. So that was one of the decisive factors for me to move here and start over. And I don't regret at all. We have a fantastic community, and I'm a big outdoor enthusiast. So I love all the hiking, biking, and all the cool natural resources we have around Raton.
That's great. And so I saw on Facebook that you like you said earlier, you're an artist, you do painting and stuff like that, and you teach your own classes. Is that right?
That is correct. So if you think about it, and you live in Cimarron, me living in Raton, we are rural communities that sometimes we're isolated from many resources. From different things for the community. So one of the goals behind my micro company is to keep the arts alive. Keeps the creativity alive. So currently, I team up with one of our local coffee shops, 111 Park Espresso Bar, and they've been super grateful, and they gracefully offer me their space to teach some of the painting classes. So I teach watercolor, acrylic on canvas, and a little bit of sculpting. That's what I'm currently doing. And if you guys have the chance to book or sign up for one of my classes, I break everything down into very simple steps, just so everyone gets to have fun, but also learn something new.
That's great. So my question is, have you ever thought of teaching water classes, in different towns here and there, Cimarron or Springer or, stuff like that, other than just here in Raton?
Absolutely. That's again, as I mentioned, the goal and mission of my micro company is to bring art classes, bring knowledge, but more important, to connect communities. I mean, sometimes we have neighbors that we never get to meet, that we never get to talk to. So bringing everyone together, sitting down, having a cup of coffee, and meeting maybe someone who's been living in your town for 10 years, but you never got to meet, is also part of connecting the community through the magic of art. Eventually, I am looking forward to bring our classes to the Cimarron area, Des Moines, all the town communities around Colfax County. But due to the many projects I'm developing right now,
always busy,
that makes it a little challenging, but it's in the works.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a local artist, in Cimarron. She was my art teacher in like elementary school, and I think she would be a great person you can possibly, get in touch with possibly soon. So
absolutely. Yeah. And just on that note, if you're a business owner that you would like to bring something different to your business, if you want to develop a partnership, you can always reach out to me, and I'll be happy to talk, discuss, and maybe we can bring an art class, a painting class to your community, to your town, for the people in the community.
That's great. So what I want to get into is, you're a filmmaker. Obviously, that's the road I'm entering now as, a director and stuff like that. And you were a part of my upcoming boxing film, Saturday Dreams, that will be premiering here in Raton next month. You were a part of it for like maybe 3 seconds of screen time, but did you always was filmmaking always something you wanted to do also, other than arts, or what was your?
The first thing I started working with, the first form of art I started working with was painting, drawing, sketching. The filmmaking portion has something that has been growing within me. I think as artists, we want to challenge ourselves to do something else, to always think outside the box, if you will say. So after moving to Raton, I noticed that we have so many incredible natural resources, outdoor space, and not just Raton, actually, Colfax County in general, that are under promoted. So that's what, if you've seen my channel, a lot of the videos are to promote all those beautiful landmarks, historical landmarks that our county has to offer. Along the way, that passion started evolving a little bit more and more. And as you mentioned, I was part of your Shattered Dreams film. And currently I am working on finishing writing the script of an upcoming short film. It's called Oh Dear. And I'm planning on start filming I think in the fall, around the fall time. So filmmaking wasn't always my first option when it comes to the arts, because I find it challenging, because there's so many moving pieces, this, from writing, screenplay, choosing your cast, so it's intimidating. If you think about it, if you're new to it, it's very intimidating. But I think as humans, we always have to look forward on what's next and challenge ourselves. So.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, with podcasting that I'm doing now. It's brand new to me, and I love listening to the podcast in the morning or just throughout my day. And I'm like, I want to do something like this, especially for the community here. And it's a challenge for me, other than filmmaking. So it's something new I can do. But so what I want to ask you, are you able to talk about a little bit about your upcoming film? Like, what is it about?
Yes, I can give some hints. Okay. So the writing, it's in progress, and it's a fantastic film. It really touches many different. It goes through an emotional journey. It takes our main character through an emotional journey. As you all know, if you've been through Raton or through our mountain towns or through any town in Colfax County, you find wild deer everywhere. As you're driving up, you see them going across the street. So the deer is an animal very, very connected to our rural communities. So all deer, it touches. It's a journey through time traveling, and along the way, our character start learning the different interpretations of time. And if you think about it, what is time?
Mm-hmm.
We measure time with numbers created by humans.
Yeah.
But really, to some, time is an illusion. To some, time doesn't exist. So everyone has a different concept of what time is, and that's what the film talks about. That's the main plot of the film. Really, what is time? But the viewer will have after watching the film, the viewer will be able to get to their own conclusions based on all the elements. But there were some really interesting elements in the film.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. And I mean, even if you need help, when you do begin filming, let me know.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I know you already have a short film up on your YouTube channel. Is that correct?
It's a micro film, I call it. It's a short film. Mm-hmm. It's called I can't remember the name right now. We're live, eh? We're not editing, so it's about a puppet, and it's a metaphor of a puppet. It's a 1.5 minutes, and it's a fascinating short film. I'm sure you had the chance to watch it, and it touches the topic of feeling sometimes as a puppet of society, as a marionette. We live in a world that where we're pushed to buy, consume, buy, and sometimes we forget to be grateful with nature and protect the environment.
Mm-hmm.
So the film talks about sometimes breaking free, cutting those strings that hold us and attach us, and become free thinkers and be more conscious about our surroundings.
That's great. Yeah, I got a chance to watch it, and it was great. I enjoyed it. So
thank you.
And so for people that want to watch it, where would you find that at?
The short film is currently on my personal YouTube channel. It's public, and I will be leaving the link actually on this video. So yeah, if you want to watch it, you can go to Jacob's channel, click on the link below, and enjoy it. It's a great short film.
And then same with the Raton page.
Yes, so I am very excited because I'm working on the very first video for the new upcoming Everything Raton channel, which actually will showcase the current art show going right across from us at the All Pass Gallery, The Art of Women, which is a beautiful show. So that's actually going to be the first video on the new channel. I hope everyone gets the chance to watch it, subscribe. As one of the questions that arises is why creating a YouTube channel? Why are you doing a YouTube channel? And some people ask if there's money involved. No, the answer is no. As a creator, YouTube requires you to have like 1 million subscribers and like 1 million clicks for you to start monetizing. Yeah. So everything what we do is because of the love of art and because we believe that. Well, no, we don't believe. We know there's a lot of talent in our community. We know there are amazing nonprofits, and there are amazing people, businesses, and overall things that we want to show the world about our Colfax County community.
That's great. And what is the reasoning behind creating this channel about Raton?
It's to promote Raton and Colfax County overall. I mean, as I mentioned, we have so many cool hiking trails. We have a beautiful lake. We have so many hidden gems, and history comes alive here. I had the chance to drive through some of the old mines, and I've been blown away. And I asked I was like, I didn't even know this was here.
Yeah.
And when you start reading more and more and more about the history, what happened here, I mean, not going too far, across the street, we're actually near First Street in Raton. So across the street, all this used to be bars back in the day. And there's some old pictures, and it's really fascinating, the history of our surroundings. So that's the main drive, to showcase the essence of our community and our places to the world.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chance early last month in February. I came here to the Cuckoo's Nest with MG, one of my friends from Netflix, and just even learning about the history of that building was very fascinating because I would always drive through that area almost every day, and I was like, "What is that building for?" And then learning the history of it, it was like really fascinating because I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got to see the video actually, and is that the Cuckoo's Nest
Yes.
building?
Yeah.
What was the building? I'm curious because I don't know the history of that one.
So he said it was closed for at least 40 to 50 years.
Wow.
And it was like it was a store, and it was a bunch of other places before, but apparently it's haunted some way. So we got to explore the multiple basements that were down there and stuff, and see if we were catching anything. We didn't catch anything. But just even just finding out what that building was, because I didn't know what it was.
Nice. Well, many things happen in this town. When you start reading about the history of Raton or some of the towns nearby, it blows your mind.
Yeah, I mean, especially in Cimarron with the St. James Hotel and that history. Even going to Springer, the Mills Mansion is connected to the St. James, the same owner.
Right.
Very fascinating. I didn't even know about that. And then even just Dawson, the history there is crazy.
Dawson Cemetery. Yeah, that's a really cool place. Excellent.
And I'm gonna do, I think, one more question. I'm trying to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So, are you going to be you're an actor, right? So, did you enjoy acting, or would you rather be more behind the camera?
I'm an actor. I've done some acting. I'm probably not the best one. No, I'm just kidding. I like both. With the upcoming short film, I'm being extremely picky with the actors who are going to be playing the roles.
Because, are they all local people from here?
Oh, everyone is going to be local. Awesome. Everyone's going to be local. Yeah, I want that local northern New Mexico, southern Colorado flair. I think people from this area have certain flavors, certain essence that I want to keep, and it is connected to the storyline. But yeah, I'm being careful the way the characters are being selected because, as I mentioned, the film relies heavily on dialogue, and dialogue and emotion. So it has to be portrayed just the right way.
I'm looking forward to see who you casted in more of the film and for its eventual release, whenever that will be.
Yeah, as of right now, I don't have release date. With a lot of projects on the works right now, but yeah, as soon as it is, as soon as I have a date, then the dates will be available on the new Everything Raton channel.
And so, did you have a Facebook page people can also check out too of yours?
Currently, I just have my personal Facebook page. So eventually, I'm actually will be creating a Facebook page for Everything Raton, just so both social media, both pages can run together and cross share content.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, thank you for joining me for being the second guest on the podcast. Hopefully, audio is good. Just a warning.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully, it is. But before I end this off, I want to ask. I'm going to be doing this for every single guest at the end of the episode. What are 3 things that you are grateful for?
First thing I'm grateful for is the place where I live. I truly love where I live, and I think it shows in my work. Second thing I'm grateful for is the gift of creativity. And the third thing I'm grateful for is just being alive and being here, breathing, and doing this interview with you.
Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for your time.
And thank you guys. Hope you guys do enjoy the episode. Fingers crossed that audio is good. Like I said, this is still brand new to me. But if you do enjoy this episode, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're getting super close to 700 subscribers. And this episode will also be up on Spotify, so you can listen to it wherever you are. So, yeah, thank you.